Hi everyone, welcome to this yoga flow. We're going to be focusing on our pelvic floor. Many women and men have issues with this area. Where is it located? Okay, it's at the base of our pelvis and it's attached to our tailbone, coccyx, in the back, to the front pubic bone. So it helps to support our bladder, our intestines, your rectum, your bowels, and for women, our vagina and uterus. It also helps stabilize our trunk and abdominal area, especially when we're walking and when we're standing. Some of the signs and symptoms that you may have some issues. There could be pelvic pressure. You have the urge to urinate. You have urinary leak. You have low back pain. There's constipation, pelvic spasm, difficulty emptying the bladder. Now those are just a few signs and symptoms. I always recommend that if you have any questions or any issues, please go see your healthcare practitioner. There are also specialists in pelvic floor physical therapy as well. So, as we know, exercise helps to strengthen our muscles. If you practice on a regular basis, then you will find that between 4 to 6 weeks, you'll notice a difference. Now, we're all unique. Some of us, it may take around 3 months before we notice any change. Now, also, some people are what it's called hypotonic. They have a hypotonic pelvic floor, and that means it's too loose. Some are hypertonic, too tight. So today's practice is going to be focusing on strength as well as stretch. We're going to be improving circulation and blood flow, as well as toning and relaxing the muscles. So remember, it's really important to listen to your body. This is your practice. I want to make sure that you are feeling good. Let's get started. Okay, so let's begin in a seated posture that's comfortable for you. I am sitting on a block right now, but you can sit on a cushion. Have your legs so it's comfortable. If you want to cross your legs to begin with, you can do so. And if you normally cross one way, let's cross them the other way. It's always good to switch it up. Yogi's going to join us today. I'm just going to put her in our bed beside here. Okay, perfect. She always likes to be part of the practice. So if you have any knee issues, please stretch your legs out. You don't have to sit cross-legged. Sitting nice and tall, we're just going to rock a little bit back and forth over your sits bones. Just loosen up a little bit here. Making sure you're directly over those sits bones, sitting tall, reaching up through the crown, the chin's tucked in a little bit here, and relax through the shoulders. We're going to focus in on our breath now, and really focus in on our pelvic floor area. So if you like, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes right now, or you can bring your focus to a certain spot and just relax your eyelids. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And just try to slow your breath down. I'd like you to take one hand and place it below your navel, so the lower part of your abdominal area. And I want you to try to breathe into that area. Feel the hand expand and release. So you expand on the inhale, and as you exhale, just relax. The muscles contract slightly. So we want to bring that focus down into the body. You can place your hand back on your leg if that's more comfortable. And just listen to my voice as I guide you. We're going to bring our attention down to our pelvic floor, almost thinking the pelvic floor is the shape of a hammock. And as I had mentioned, in the front, it's attached to the pubic bone. So what I'd like you to do on the inhale, you're going to think of contracting back up towards your tailbone and up to the center of the body on the inhale. On the exhale, you're going to release. So we're just focusing on the front part of the pubic area. So from the pubic bone, pubic muscles, as you inhale, you're lifting up and back. And then as you exhale, you just gently release. Now as we do these exercises, I want you to relax through the abdominal area, your glutes, your hamstrings, your hips, and really just focus on the center. So on the inhale, that front pubic bone, the muscles come up and back, and exhale. Good. Now we're going to bring our focus from our tailbone. And from here, as you inhale, you're going to lift up and go towards the pubic bone. And release as you exhale. In yoga, this is referred to as our Mula Bandha. So we're engaging our pelvic floor and our Mula Bandha. So lifting up as you inhale. And release. It's our root lock. Okay, so let's combine both the front and the back now. So we're bringing that pubic bone and the tailbone together, and then you're lifting that hammock, almost thinking of a tissue, and the tissue is rising up into the center as you inhale, and then relax as you exhale. We're pulling up to the center. Remember, we're not using our glutes, our hips, our abdominals. We're focusing in on those muscles right below. And release. Good. Excellent. And now slowly we'll just gently open the eyes. So now we have an idea and feeling of what's happening down below and working those muscles. So we'll work with those muscles through the practice today. Excellent. I'm just going to remove my block here. Perfect. And just shake it out a little bit. Legs are open, just to a comfortable position, flexing and pointing. Good, right over those sits bones. And let's take those hands behind the thighs. We're just going to pull in and stretch. Start to loosen up a little bit through the hips here, lengthening the muscle fibers of the legs. Keeping that chest lifted, rocking back and forth. Excellent. All right, let's bring those legs in. Going into our staff pose, making sure you're right over those sits bones. We want to flex those feet, sitting nice and tall. Chin is tucked in, engaging your lower abdominal area. And breathe. Good. An exercise here, we're going to turn the foot. So the heel goes out, and then the heel comes towards the leg. So you're turning the foot, and as you inhale, we're going to think of lifting up, engaging that Mula Bandha. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. do 2 more on this side. One more. Strengthening the muscles around the hips as well. Good. Okay, just relax a little bit back into that staff pose, sitting nice and tall. Now let's do the other leg. Out and squeeze, 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 squeeze. So you exhale, inhale. Exhale. Squeeze those inner thigh muscles. Squeeze. One more. And pull it in. Good. Okay, let's take our left knee, bring it right in, sitting tall, keeping that right foot flexed, shoulders are down. Nice breath in, and relax. Perfect. Taking the arm, we'll give ourselves a hug, look behind. Breathe into the twist. As you exhale, you twist a little bit more. We're not leaning back. Hand is very close to your hip. And then back to the center. Let's let that leg drop, bring the foot in as close to our upper inner thigh as possible. And from the tailbone, we're going to reach out, gentle. If you're here, that's fine. I don't want you to worry about rounding. I want you to think of lengthening. And if you come to your foot, that's fine too. When you feel like you've gone as far as you can, then you can just relax your neck and breathe. And gently, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Back into staff pose. Sitting tall over those sits bones. Let's take a breath and think of our Mula Bandha, our pelvic floor. So inhaling, lifting up, squeezing the front and back together, and lifting that tissue and releasing as you exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Let's scoop up that other knee, sitting tall, flexing your left foot, shoulders are down. And on the exhale, turning, looking back. As you inhale, we lift up. As you exhale, you turn a little bit more. Just allow that lower back to relax. And then back to the center. Okay, bringing that heel as close to your pubic bone as possible. We're opening that hip, sitting tall, taking a breath, and exhale, remembering to reach from the tailbone, lengthening through the vertebra, and then as far as you go, relax through the neck, and breathe. And slowly, slowly come all the way up. Nice. Okay, let's bring these legs right around. Knees are underneath you. Fingers are nice and wide. We'll go into a cat-cow. Exhale, pull the belly up and in. And open the chest. Let the hips come back. Exhale. Remember, this practice is about strengthening as well as promoting stretch and mobility through the body. Promoting circulation, blood flow. And open. Do one more. And open. Nice. Back to the center. tucking the toes under. You can continue to do your cat-cow. If you want to go into a downward dog, hands a little bit ahead. Let's lift up. We're going to walk it out. Get a nice stretch through the back. Move those legs, those hips. And then when you're ready, press your heels down, chest towards your thighs, relax your neck and breathe. Now let's think of our pelvic floor here. As you inhale, I want you to squeeze up and in, engage your Mula Bandha. As you exhale, just release, let go. Good, we come up onto the balls of the feet. Coming forward, you can put your knees down and then come all the way down if you'd like. We'll go into a nice Sphinx to begin with. You can stay here, tucking your tailbone under, lengthening your spine. If you want to go a little further, we can go into our baby Cobra. Just open the chest. Tuck your tailbone under. It's always about lengthening out through the crown of the head. The shoulders are away from the ears. And gently push back into child's pose, opening the hips. Now, if you have higher blood pressure, it's important to keep your head a little bit higher on your fists. If your blood pressure is normal, just bring your head right down and breathe. Now, while you're here, on the inhale, we're going to focus on bringing the tailbone to the front. So lifting up to the front and in. And then as you exhale, you're going to release. So working that pelvic floor. So as you inhale, tuck your tailbone under and then just release. And release, just nice and easy. Back muscle as well here. Relaxing into your hips and release. Perfect. Coming back onto all fours, we can tuck your toes under. Going into our Uttanasana, just hang for a moment. Bend your knees and slowly, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, taking a nice inhale. And to your heart. Good. Okay, so let's take a nice breath in and out. Bring your hands down to your sides. Let's make sure your feet are under your hips. Spread your toes nice and wide. I always like to focus on those yogi toes. Perfect. Our tailbone is tucked under, our chest is lifted, chin is tucked in, long through the spine, out through the crown. So we're in Tadasana, our mountain pose. And let's take a few moments here focusing on our pelvic floor. You can close your eyes or just focus on the spot in front of you with relaxed eyelids. Excellent. As you inhale, you're going to be engaging, thinking of lifting up that tissue up into the center of the body. And as you exhale, relax. Take a few moments here, focusing on strengthening our pelvic floor, supportive area. So as you're inhaling, you're gently contracting, lifting up and in. And as you exhale, you're releasing. Eyes, and let's go into some seated posture. So we're going to just sit right back, and then as you lift up, you're going to be thinking about lifting that pelvic floor. engaging your mula bandha. So we're lifting up, exhale, and up, sitting back, and up, and up. As an exercise on a daily basis, anytime you get up from a seated posture, so if you've been sitting for a little while, watching TV or reading or at the computer, when you stand, think of lifting up and in. We'll do a few more of these. Open that chest, squeeze, and squeeze nice and strong, and squeeze. Good, take a nice lift. Sun salutation, thumbs to forehead, release down. Flat back, let's have our hands on our shins, reach out through the crown. And down. Bend the knees, let's roll it up. Lift. And to your heart. Again. And release. Flat back, really lengthen through the spine. Pull that navel in. Relax. Down. All the way up. And to your heart. Take a step out. I'm turning my left leg out, sinking into that left knee, making sure the knee and the ankle are in line. Opening our hips, tucking your hips under, and you can focus over your left hand. Shoulders are down. Warrior two. Press those palms. Feel that strength. So as we lift up, we're going to be focusing on that pelvic floor. So we take a breath in, squeeze, and down, release. Breath in, squeeze, 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 and down. Good. Center, press, and up, and press. Good. Relaxing now into our peace warrior. Open the chest. Breathe. And back to warrior two. Let's do that again. Sequence. Up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Down. Lift. Think of that tissue. And release. Center. Sink down into that strong warrior two. Turning that palm, let's lift up with the left hand. And back to warrior two. Stretching up, turning, let's go directly to the other side. So looking over your right hand, let's sink into that right knee. Thighs are open, you can adjust, tucking your tailbone under. You want to lengthen that spine, shoulders are down, feeling strong. Now make sure we're not gripping any toes into the mat. As you inhale, squeeze, and down. Good, let's lift up, and down, center, and down, and lift up. And down, back hand comes down, turn that front hand, lift up. Open the chest. Back to warrior two. Feel that strength. Long through the spine. As you inhale, center. Squeeze, and down. Lift up. Squeeze, down, lift up, and down. Turning that palm, reach it back, breathe into it. And back to warrior two. Nice. We rise up, feet turn forward. Now you can have them turned out a little bit. We're just gonna go side to side and loosen up a little bit. Back and forth, just nice and easy. Now we can go a little lower if you like. Breathe. Come a little higher. Excellent. And back to the center. Nice. Okay, bringing those feet in a little bit here. Still turned out. We're going to sink down into open leg squat here, tucking those hips under, shoulders are down. You can have your arms in front and open, your chest is lifted. So we're going to do little circles with our hips in this position. So little circles one way. Let's adjust that pelvic area. So you're strengthening some muscles here, as well as stretching. I want you to think of being strong in your pelvic floor. Good, let's go the other direction. Breathe. Shoulders are down. Your legs might be talking to you. Alright, let's come all the way down, relax, and breathe. Just enjoy this stretch here, turning your head side to side. Yes and no with your neck. Just allow the muscles to let go. And we're going to bring those feet in a little bit, turning the feet out still so they're a little wider than our hips. And sinking down into, it's called Vinyasa, so you can keep your hands on the floor. If you have a chair in front of you and you need to hold onto a chair, that's fine too. Depending on your knees, you may be a little bit higher up. And wherever you're comfortable, try to let those hips come down, hands to your heart, arms to your inner thighs. Focus is forward. Breathe. So just allow that tailbone to come down. Now as you inhale, we're going to engage our pelvic floor and relax. As you relax, you just let those hips sink down. Relax your hands down, slowly come up, stretch your legs, relax through the spine. Good, bending the knees. Maybe bring the feet a little bit closer, slowly coming all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. You've been forward for a little bit, so take your time, reaching up, hands together. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And relax. Okay, one more here. We're going to open the legs, sink down, hands on the inner thighs. Good stretch for our inner thighs as well as our back. So let's place our left hand on the left inner thigh, straight, and look up to the right. So not on your knee. Make sure you're on your inner thigh. Take a nice inhale, the other side, exhale. Center and twist. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then back to the center. Bend down, walk the feet in. Holding onto your elbows, we'll do a nice ragdoll back and forth. Breathe. And bend into the knees. Slowly, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. think of your pelvic floor lifting, inhale, pulling up, 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 and exhale to your heart. Let's bring our practice now down onto the floor. Okay, so in your seated posture, we're going to slowly allow the body to go down. So you can hold on to your thighs, or you can have your arms out, engage your core, and roll down. Excellent. Make sure you're comfortable. Now we're just going to let your legs fall side to side. Perfect. Okay, bring those feet in close to your hips. They're parallel, your shoulders are down, your arms can be out at your sides. Now for this, I want you to stay focused, looking up to the ceiling. You don't have to look at the camera, you can just maybe watch my first one and then listen to my voice. Okay, so we're going to go into our bridge. Now as you inhale, we're going to squeeze that pelvic floor, you're going to lift up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then on the exhale, we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Now, yes, we are working different muscles here, but we are also focusing on our pelvic floor. So as you inhale, tuck your tailbone, lift that tissue up and in. And as you exhale, you roll down one vertebrae at a time. We're not going fast, this is controlled. So as you breathe in, tuck the tailbone, lift that pelvic floor, open the chest, relax your arms and shoulders, press into the feet, exhale, release down. We're going to do a couple more. Just take your time. Work with your breath. Inhaling. And up. And down. From an energetic point of view, when we have a hypotonic or loose pelvic floor, it is said that we leak energy from our bodies. So this is another reason why we want to engage that Mula Bandha, our root lock, so we can contain the energy within. Slowly, slowly come down. Good. All right, let's bring those knees into our chest. Shoulders are down. You can bring your forehead right up if you'd like, and just rock it back and forth. And relax your head down. Nice. Okay, so feet, legs are in tabletop. Arms are at your sides, shoulders are down. Take a breath in. I want you to expand through the rib cage. As you exhale, your rib cage is contracting as well as your abdominal area. So your navel down to the floor. So now we're going to maintain that strong core, and we're just going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap, lift. Lift. Good. Tap, lift. So maintain that strong core, pressing down. Tap and lift. Tap. Couple more of these. So it's important to strengthen muscles around the hips, the pelvis, for stabilizing. Good. One more set. Let's bring that left knee in, stretch the right leg down, or if you have back issues, you can keep that leg bent. Breathe, shoulders down. On the exhale, I always like to have some twists. So let's bring this leg across and look to your left. Open that chest. Deep twist of the spine. Just relax into it. Then we come back to the center and we'll change. Now remember, any back issues, you can bend your left leg now. As I have my right knee in, relax your shoulders. And then bring that knee across and look to your right. Breathe. And back to the center. Okay, we're going to go into, it's called Happy Baby Pose. So there's different ways of doing this one. Now you can open and hold behind your thighs, behind your knees there. If you can hold on to your ankles, you can do that. If you can grab onto your feet, you can do that. You want your knees to go past your armpits. Now with this one, we are extending our spine, so you're pressing. Try to stretch your tailbone down onto the mat. So you're lengthening here. And just relaxing into the hips. Good, and breathe. Relax through the shoulders, relax the hips. Breathe into the lower belly. And you can even rock it side to side if you want. That helps to massage all those lower back muscles as well. And even the muscles along the spine. Gently we'll bring those knees in and stretch those legs, arms stretch above, reach, reach, reach. As much as you can, stretch your body. And for our final posture here, as we go into a little Shavasana, let's bring those feet together, the soles of the feet together into butterfly. Now, some of you may find it's more comfortable to put some cushions under your thighs here. You don't want to feel like you're forcing this posture. You want to just be able to relax into it. Allow the hips to relax. Good. Arms at your sides. You can close your eyes and focus on your breath. So in through the nose, out through the nose. Slow your breath down. This is a lovely position to do even in bed before going to sleep. It just allows you to relax, allows your hips to relax. It's good for your back, your leg muscles. And think of breathing into that lower part of the belly. Position, this Shavasana, taking this time for you. Thank yourself for spending this time to help you feel better from the inside out. Slowing down, focusing on you, a little bit of you time. Strengthening and stretching, helping with your circulation, improving your nervous system, and helping to focus on one of the supportive muscles in our body. Just breathe into the body, relax your muscles, let go. promoting relaxation. Feeling really good about taking this time for you. Wanders, that's okay, just gently bring it back to your breath. Just with every exhale, release a little bit more. You can spend as much time as you'd like in this position. And when you decide to come out from this position, you can slowly bring those knees together, maybe bring the knees into the chest. Do little circles in one direction, little circles in the other direction. You can turn on to your right side when you're ready in a nice tucked position. And slowly make your way up to a seated posture that's comfortable for you. And just take another moment. You can close your eyes and breathe into the body. Shoulders are relaxed. And we'll take a nice big breath in. You can open those eyes. Come to the center of your heart. Lovely to work with you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Namaste. Please visit yogafirstandwellness.com for more information and also live Zoom classes. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful day.